Oh, hello, darlings. How are you? So good of you to come and visit us in the Saigon Funny People Isolation Bunker. We're so happy to see you. Mr. J.K. Hobson, can you please come and sanitize our guests?
Who are these nasty outside people? Oh my God, all right, come here, please. Can I, give me your hands, please. All right, there you go. All right, we'll get you done.
Spray them in the face. Spray them in the face.
Little dab will do you. All right. Okay, hold up. Get some of that. Get all of that, both hands. Please, clean up. Ugh,
In
gross.
between, darling. In between the fingers. Thank you. Make sure you get the thumbs in under the nails. All right, before we let you in, we do need you to answer just a few questions for us. First of all, when is the last time you sanitized your soul, darling? Okay, maybe you could think about doing that again. Number 2, have you coughed or sneezed in the last 3 lifetimes? Okay, questionable. How many G's are in your current phone plan? 4 or 5, darling, 4 or 5 G's. 4 is acceptable, okay. Now, if you could just sign this waiver that says if you cough or sneeze during the duration of your stay, we will forcibly remove you. Yes, thank you. Sign here. And if you could sign here and then initial here. Okay, thank you. I guess we could let you enter now. And you are just in time for Vumin 2's workout of the day. Come along, darlings.
Namaste, bitches and hoes. Welcome to Corona Workout Special. My name is Tu, your fitness instructor for today. And I'm here to help you stay fit in case someone still give a fuck. You got a lot of fuck to give. And it's a good thing because soon enough after the corona is over, maybe fuck is the only thing you have left to give. Let's get started with some sick move. Yes, pun intended, intensively.
Inappropriately?
Wait. Okay. If you are Asian like me by now, you should have been called different kind of names like lazy fat pigs or useless piece of shit by certain insensitive members of society, also known as your parents. Your Asian parents are very hard to please. It used to be very difficult to prove them wrong. Like you have to become a doctor or some shit like that. But nowadays it's not that hard anymore because maybe they are right all along. You are a piece of shit. To drive the point further, what show are we on now? Couch potato. So since the bar already is very low, why not impress them with some basic of human movement like this move that I call, hey ma, look, I still have me. Doesn't it feel good to remind yourself that your body can still move like this after a long time watching Netflix? It also good to take out any bitches that reach for the last roll of toilet paper you're aiming for. Take that bitch. After you already feel a nice burn that obviously not gonna do anything for your body except to make you feel better about yourself and then other people, let's move to the second move that I call safe social distancing. This move have 2 parts. The first part, you stretch out to keep people at the safe distance from you. This is even more effective than building an emotional wall. And then we move to the second part of the move, which is to punish whoever that didn't entertain your need for safe social distance by showing them the power of not having enough hygiene. And then you can turn it into a jumping jack if your genitalia also competitively centered. This surely will drive people away. And then the next move, we're gonna do something that used to be known as backward facing dog. But nowadays I call that reminiscing of the time when you still can go out and get fucked in the ass consensually. After that, we move to what I call is beer got no luck. This move is very challenging. It challenges you physically because it makes your life harder, but also at the same time, it challenges you mentally, because then you would ask yourself, what's the point of all of this? Before your existential crisis turn into suicidal ideation, we're gonna move to the last move, which is a very good stretching move if you do it correctly. And I call this move, yeah, Netflix, I'm still watching you. Which is a move you're gonna have to do a lot in this season. That's all for the workout today. Thank you for enjoying yourself. Thank you.
Hey girl, let me pour you one of these. Oh man, I've been social distancing for like 2 weeks. I'm good, right? And this is, they say it's not really good for coronavirus, but it has been helping me with anxiety. So, yeah, enjoy one of these. You gonna come check out my set? I said, are you gonna come check out my set? Yeah, you'll probably like me more if you don't. Chill here, all right? I'll be right back. So everybody's social distancing now. Nobody can have sex anymore, right? Not for a while at least. My friends are tripping. Everybody's tripping out. Like, yo, I can't get laid. They're like, how are you handling this? They ask me, how am I handling not getting laid? What they don't understand is I'm a guy in my 40s, yeah? Which means basically I have the sex drive of a guy in his 30s that just had an orgasm 10 seconds ago, right? Just nice, relaxed state of being, you know? I like it. One weird thing gives me anxiety, like I'm afraid to cough, you know, when you're around people. Like you feel like you ever cough and then people look at you all crazy, right? It's like, and you feel like you have to make an excuse, like why you cough. Oh, I got a little piece of spit in my esophagus. No, man, I just got a little piece of food went down my throat. Don't. You feel like the guy in a zombie movie who got bit in front of the group and he's trying to pretend that he didn't. It's like, oh, no, man, it's just a scratch. I'm good. So, I'm doing a lot of binge watching now. Started binge watching this show, Black Mirror. You seen the show? All right. So if you haven't, Black Mirror is a science fiction show that depicts dystopian futures where mankind creates its technological advances before its social advances and how society crumbles as a result. Okay. First episode. The Prime Minister of the UK is blacklisted by an online troll into fucking a pig and live streaming it for the whole world to see. Shocking, right? I was doubly shocked because nobody told me that Black Mirror is like one-off, standalone episodes that don't continue. So after I saw that first episode, I was like, what is this guy gonna fuck in the next episode? There's 6 seasons of this? Black Mirror Season 6. The Prime Minister goes to the aquarium. New meaning to the phrase, jumping the shark. So I'm spending a lot of time playing cards online with friends. We was playing Uno with like 10 people. Every time I put the wild card down and tried to change it to my color, by the time it got back around again, the color was different, so I couldn't play. It felt useless. Kind of felt like voting in America, you know? Like, this is not remotely what the fuck I asked for. Like, seriously? Wait for November. They're gonna drop that draw 4 more years. Bam! Oh, it's just going nasty. Trump is fucking... 2 months ago, he was calling coronavirus a hoax. And now he's all on board talking about how concerned he is with it. And every time he does one of those press conferences, he sounds like he just got the information 5 minutes ago and he's just trying to act like an expert. It's like one of those people who listens to a Joe Rogan podcast and then starts trying to school you on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a boss like that. He'd be like, yeah, I just heard on the Joe Rogan podcast. Oh, there was this guy on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he said, you know what Joe Rogan says? I was like, motherfucker, okay, we get it. You don't read books. We get it. Man, one thing about this coronavirus, I miss traveling, man. I was traveling early this year. Right before this happened, I was in Cambodia. I was at this kind of expensive hotel. They had a really nice pool. You know, I was sitting there engaged in one of my favorite activities, right? Just observing white people in their natural environment. You know what I mean? Urban white people in their natural environment, when they don't think normal people are watching, right? I was watching them and I was noticing that French people specifically have this very interesting quirk. French people do this thing, they like to congregate and exclude, right? They get together, congregate, start talking in French, telling jokes that probably aren't even that funny, right? And then exclude everybody else. Like everybody else is like the background noise in the movie of their life. French people have the fucking audacity to treat other white people the way white people treat everybody else. You find that shit out when you go, white people find that shit out when they go to Paris on vacation, right? You're like, what? Why are you treating me like this just because I don't speak French? You're treating me like a nigger! You don't like that shit, do you? Man, shut up! Man, you sound stupid. Man, you're not even funny. Get off the stage, man. Get this motherfucker off the stage. Man, I want my money back, man. So I was traveling in Bangkok recently too. Buying cigarettes is weird in Bangkok because when you go to buy cigarettes, you can't see the name of the cigarettes clearly printed, right? All you can see is a photo of the affliction that you will eventually acquire if you continue to smoke, right? To be in a Circle K like, hey, can I get a pack of that, what is that? It's an asshole on my neck? Yeah, can I get that? Yeah, in the menthol. Yeah, the green asshole. I want the green asshole on my neck. Yeah. So, other weird thing in Bangkok is dating on Tinder. Swiping on Tinder, you gotta be like really careful. You know why? It's a lot of ladyboys. A lot of ladyboys in Bangkok. It's really hard to tell the difference between a ladyboy and a biological woman, right? But I've been there a few times, I'm starting to get to tell the difference, right? So check this out. You're on Tinder, you be swiping, right? You see a woman, she's pretty, but her jaw is like a little bit wide, right? It's probably a ladyboy, right? Keep swiping. See another woman, you gotta look at the hip to shoulder ratio, right? Hips are a little bit thin, shoulders are kind of broad. That's a ladyboy, right? And you keep swiping. You keep swiping, you'll find a woman that is the picture of femininity, right? I'm talking about flawless, perfect in every way. That's definitely a ladyboy. Right? And their dicks taste like fresh rose petals. It's like I said, flawless. Getting punk ass up! Yo, you sound stupid. Yo, come get him off the stage. Yo, give him Corona or something. Just get him to shut up. You sound dumb. Fuck you, your mother, your father, your whole generation. Remember that? So I was in New York recently and I did this joke. All right, okay, fellas, guys out there. You ever take your phone out to take a picture, right? And then you look down it and the camera's accidentally in selfie mode, right? So now what you're looking at is this really goofy ass angle like this, double chin all sticking out. That's not your best angle, is it? You ever see that and realize that's probably what you look like to somebody giving you a blowjob? Ladies, we do not deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen who said that. So I tell this story, right? I'm on stage. After the show, this woman comes up to me. She says, you know what? Your joke is not very inclusive. You said ladies and gentlemen that suck dick, but gender is a spectrum. There's all kinds of people that you're ignoring in that joke. And it never really occurred to me that somewhere in the audience, somebody would be out there like, hey, I suck dick too. So, let me be clear. All you cocksuckers. Thank you. So I teach. And teaching it's really hard to stay inspired, man. You know, sometimes it's just a grind. You know, so I started looking online at what other teachers are doing to kind of inspire and get their classes energized. And they got this one teacher that he's got like a classroom with like 20 elementary school students. And they all come in, he's got a handshake for every single one of them. Each one of them gets their own handshake. So he'll be like, hey, Jimmy. Yeah. Hey, Sally. Yeah, right? And people in the comments section are all like, oh my God, this guy, you can tell he really has a close personal connection with each one of the students. And I'm like, it looks like this guy didn't lesson plan, right? That's like my hangover lesson right there, man, you know? So, yeah, I started teaching online recently. That's even more tough to teach online because you gotta try to project all this energy into the laptop, right? Otherwise you start losing them. Like by the end of it, I just feel even more tired than if I'm teaching an actual class. I take those headphones off like, ugh, I feel like a air traffic controller that just landed a plane in a hurricane. It's like, oh, just jump in bed with my shirt and tie on, no pants. So it was hard for me to get a job when I first moved to Vietnam. You know what I mean? I would send my resume as J.K. Hobson. My actual name is Jawanza Kalunji Hobson, but invariably J.K. Hobson gets called, Jawanza Kalunji does not. Mind you, my father's name is George. My mother's name is Sonia. My sister's name is Alexandra, and they called me Jawanza Kalunji. Like, we dare this motherfucker to try to get a job, right? So I come into the interview, and when they see me, it's like they got catfished or something. They're like, who is this guy? Oh my God, they thought I was gonna be like an English writer or some shit, you know? So anyway, I showed them, did the interview, aced the interview, gave them all my accolades, my freaking diploma, my teaching certificate, and they were like, yeah, that's great, but we can't hire you. I was like, why can't you hire me? I got all the prerequisites. They were like, yeah, we can't hire you because you're black. I was like, what the fuck? That is racist. And they were like, no. It's not that we're racist, it's just that the parents, the students, the customers, they don't like niggers. I was like, oh, okay. You could have led with that, save you some time, you know. But yeah, I finally got a job. I'll leave you with this story. Yeah, I got this job and working as a teacher, and they had this Christmas party last year. And check this out, this Christmas party had a Roaring 20s theme, okay? They're like, hey, let's dress up like it's the Great Gatsby. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I was like, this shit is not gonna be awesome, man. They're like, why not? I was like, I'm black. I'm not nostalgic about the 1920s in America, you know? All my friends were like, yeah, come on, JK, quit being a spoiled sport, quit being a party pooper. Let's go to the party. So I went, and I dressed as a butler. My boss didn't think it was that funny. But meanwhile, the joke was on me. People just started giving me their drink orders and treating me badly. All right, peace out, y'all. My name is J.K. Hobson. Yo. What's up, girl? You like the show? You did? Oh, yeah, thanks.
It's day 4076 of quarantine. And I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. Do you know? Every single day it's Pornhub. I swear to God, if this bitch touches me one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna fucking explode. She acts like her fingers are fucking dicks. It's not. They're not the same. Cucumbers, little plastic shit. I can't take this shit no more. I know what dick smells like, bitch. You're not fooling anyone. God. I seriously don't know how much more of this I can take. I miss dick. I miss dick.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me. I think I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love and sometimes hurts you instead.
You know, before all this shit started, I was in the prime of my life. Look at me! I'm a golden fucking pussy! I should be out spreading this sunshine to the world. But instead I'm stuck in here with no dick. I haven't even had a proper haircut in weeks! can't take this shit anymore. Please, somebody get me some fucking dick. We can take the risk. We can take the risk. Oh. I used to be able to pay my rent every month. It was my best side hustle. And OnlyFans isn't cutting it. Where's the dick? Ah!
Are you sucking dick for money? Are you sucking dick for money? Are you sucking dick for money? Are you sucking dick for money?
We gotta wait for.
Can I couch about this?
Don't call me a fat ass right now.
No.
It's this side,
No,
it's
this
this
side.
side.
This side. It's this
Okay.
side. Now,
It's
because-
on my side. Yeah.
Because I keep sitting on this side since I bought
Where's
it.
my glass?
One of these is your glasses,
Is
right?
that my? Which one has lipstick? This one.
Okay, can you have that one? So it's just the weight distribution has always been on this side.
Right. I have enough trauma
I'm not
in
saying
my past.
it's
for
not on you, it's on
little
the
skinny Asian
sofa.
girl to be
It's
calling
on
me
the
a fat ass
It's
right
not,
now.
it's not you, it's my sofa.
My sofa.
Don't-
Since I bought it, this
don't-
I've been sitting on 90% of the time.
No, don't try to do that to me right now. Are you serious? Some people be so fucking invite me to your house and then be like, "Ooh, don't sit on my couch."
And give you the classic, it's not you, it's my furniture. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you?
Fucking dare you. Okay, so we're gonna make a ring. Where's Patricia? Put Patricia
Where
back.
is she?
She can't be down there.
All right, make her in the center of the circle.
Alright,
Go, card game.
come on.
I'm listening.
Alright, look. Playing this card game. I'm gonna put the cards, I'm gonna shuffle them a couple more times because now y'all got like bad people on the cards.
I'm watching your
Maybe
hands.
raise my blood pressure and
You're
shit.
cheating.
Not cheating.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, shuffle the cards a little bit
Okay.
and stuff. I'm
Somebody
a professional. I'm a professional card player.
Are you?
I do a read.
Okay.
No, I'm not at all.
I used to work in a
I'm
casino, so
cards.
I know one when I see one.
Well, just cut the
All right,
cards.
okay.
Everybody asks for your
Cut.
resume.
Mm. Damn. Damn.
Alright, I'm gonna put the cards out in a circle. Okay? Let's do this.
That's not a circle. Okay, I'll help you. You look like you need it though. You broke the cards, you broke the circle. Just like a six.
Maybe it's a semicircle or complete.
Okay.
So you have to pull a card, and each card means something. And when you pull your card, try not to break the circle.
All right.
Alright.
Okay.
First, we are going to decide who goes first by who took the last poop.
You definitely.
That was you. I
Just writing
remember.
it myself. Yeah, to edit out the.
Like we have to use a laugh track to cover
That's the only reason we use a laugh track. Is to cut out the sound of edgy. That bunk gun's loud as fuck too. Okay, so.
Everybody poops, okay?
I poops now.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull a card. And I sent the rules to y'all by messenger.
Got it.
In the fucking group text.
Yes.
Do
Okay?
you have that?
Fucking group. I fucking hate group text, yo. I feel like I'm a part of everybody's group text, and people just like to quip and quip and quip and quip.
But it's the easiest way to get information out to
But no,
all
well
people.
here's where you're wrong. Is that if everybody's quipping all the time, then I don't fucking read the group text, and I miss out on all the information. Okay, so I'll give you an example, right? So I got this friend named Hassan, right? He's an art teacher, and around 2002, after 9/11, Hassan went to Europe, and when he came back, he was stopped by the Department of Homeland Security, right?
Why?
So
Wait, what is
well, he's Bangladeshi. He's from New York. He's a fucking New Yorker, but his parents are Bangladeshi, right?
Okay, I was just trying to figure out which kind of brown he was.
Okay, so here's another interesting thing about him. Hassan had blonde hair and no eyebrows, so he's kind of strange looking, right? But he came back from this trip And all of a sudden he got stopped by the Department of Homeland Security. Apparently, his neighbors saw him leaving, like going to his storage space in Florida. And they were like, this guy looks suspicious. This crazy guy.
Karen, please get back in your house.
Absolutely
Karen.
Absolutely
Karen.
Yeah.
Your neighbor is just minding his own fucking business, and you want to come through here
doing the most in Florida. So
in Florida, that's all you had to say.
I mean, right. So they pull him aside. They interrogated him for days. He's like, yo, I'm from New York. Like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean days?
Right.
Wait,
Days.
what?
Like literally days. They interrogated him for days. They detained him. And at the end of the days, they were like, all right, well, you check out. But you might want to check in with us once in a while to let us know what you're doing. And so him being a typical New York sadist, he was like, hey, you want me to check in with you once in a while, let you know what I'm doing? All right, I'll let you know. So ever since then, he's sending pictures to the Department of Homeland Security. He's taking pictures of like the food that he's eating, the restaurant he went to, the shit that he took. You know, they were like, oh yeah, oh yes. And
Wait, can we see this right now?
You go to trackingtransients.com. So right now you can go to Tracking Transients. You can go onto the website and you can see exactly where he is in the world. He has a GPS that shows his coordinates, and he's constantly inundating the Department of Homeland Security with this information, right? So now they get all the.
He is the ultimate petty.
It's so fucking petty. It's so fucking petty. And now they're just like, oh my god, yes, we saw you ate corn. Yeah, we saw it in the shit you took. We know.
Oh my god.
But the funny thing is,
Hassan, I fucking love you, man.
Sanalagi, check, yo, shout out.
I fucking love you.
So, but the funny thing about it, if now he wanted to do some shit, they wouldn't even know because they're not even paying attention to him anymore. They're just like so overloaded. You know what I mean?
Well, until you said that on camera.
But that's why I hate group texts. Because you're giving me so much information, I'm not getting the information because I'm just like so done with it, man. You can plot my murder on a group text.
Glass? I'm not trying to get corona for a beer. I'm not trying to get corona for a beer. Hold your own glass. Not even for a platinum golden ale.
Like I said, you could plot my murder on a group text that I'm included on, and I wouldn't know anything about it. You just have to send me a private message like, you know, hey, yo, meet us by the canal. I'll be like, okay, should I bring beer? I'll be like, yeah, sure. Bring beer if you want.
You missed the fucking meeting. I put the group text on mute real quick. Like,
oh, man.
I can't keep up with all the shit y'all answering about right now.
Exactly. But the rules are on there, and I did see that one. So pick a card.
Okay.
We already
forgot.
before we
All right. Oh, okay. I can pick a card. Where are the rules?
As you pull it, we'll say it because we know it.
Somebody pull them up.
Okay, I have them.
Yeah.
So I'll read them out as you pull a card.
All right. Ace.
Ace is
Aces,
face.
mask on faces. You gotta get masks.
Oh, where's my mask?
I don't think I have a mask. I just borrowed some underwear.
So we'll just do a cut and then have the mask on.
No,
Okay.
live. We're doing it
We're
live.
doing it live.
Yeah.
Masks on faces.
Not on face.
Live but not live.
I was the last one with a mask on. Does that mean I drink?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the most corona.
How long we gotta leave these masks on though?
I cannot.
Okay, until the next one. Because somebody's gonna have to
Alright,
do
so
something.
go.
So go.
I can't smoke my cigarette.
Joker.
The Joker.
Nah.
Make up a rule.
Joker.
Make up a rule.
You gotta be a
Make up a
smoker.
rule.
Joker.
Make
Smoker.
up a rule. Make up a rule.
I just did. You gotta smoke.
She gets to make the rule.
Makes her own rules.
Disagree.
I make my own rules.
I agree to agree.
All right. My turn. Ooh, that was gross. All right, here we go. 6 for chicks. All right, ladies. And you got a head start already, huh?
Hey.
6 is for chicks.
Cheers.
Get it? I'm so jealous.
Gold taste of platinum gold.
I have pussy envy right now. I mean vagina.
What?
3 is for me.
3 is for me. Go ahead, get a drink.
What'd you say about pussy?
I said I had pussy envy because I wanted to drink. I know it's chicks. All right, so.
Take a mask off.
All right, mask off, mask off.
Mask off.
Okay.
Molly Percocets.
Alright, it's Jay's turn.
No, I just pulled. It's your turn.
No.
How you fucked up? He just pulled. It's
Yeah,
this
he's
way.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not fucked up, sorry. 2.
Two
What
is
is it?
two's drink some booze.
Drink some booze.
Story time.
Story time.
You got any beer down there? You got it.
It's 2's turn.
No.
Oh, okay.
Story
You
time.
can go get more. Oh.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Mmm.
I think you
Platinum
should
gold.
As if on cue. Look at this cup right here. Can we marvel this cup right quick? Look at this.
Good and cold.
It's got like a little, you can open the whole thing up. I don't know if you can see it from there. But it's like a whole, it's like having a little personal mug. Personal foil mug. Like that. Okay. Let's move on. All right.
Okay.
How many other stories?
Whose turn is it? It's your turn.
It's my turn.
You just
pulled the joker. It's Jay's turn.
Okay.
No, you pulled yours.
Oh.
Did you take DMT today?
Oh, shit.
Damn. Oh, you broke the circle. You broke the circle.
You gotta finish your beer.
You gotta finish your
It
beer.
doesn't really mean much.
Yeah.
It doesn't really mean much. I'm sorry to give you anxiety unnecessarily about that.
Finish it. Finish it.
Finish it. Go.
Excuse me. Oh.
Oh, she got that
Second
Asian
hand
liver.
break.
She about to be fucked up.
Oh,
Do you turn like lobster red?
Yeah. I turn off.
How do you don't know that by now?
King is
Everybody drink.
They're all drink.
Excuse myself from this round.
We should give them a card.
All right, everybody, audience, you're getting a card. I'm pulling it for you. I'll probably pull a black card. That's my guess. And nope. Queens, drink it clean. What does that mean?
Finish your beer.
Oh.
We're all empty.
I gotta work later.
Well, that's them.
Shit. Oh, you guys gotta finish your drinks.
You gotta finish whatever
You gotta finish your drink.
Yeah, it's not. This
I like that roll better.
There you
Alright,
go.
Jay, you gotta go
Don't
first.
cheat.
Your turn now?
I just pulled that queen.
For them or for you?
Oh, I didn't pull mine yet. That's right.
Oh, 2. You got a wild card. Look, she only got a little bit of beer.
All right, ready?
You got a wild card.
Here we go.
Shit face right now.
Two.
No, you're
Two.
not.
Drink some booze. All these fucking rules involve drinking.
Drinking, yeah.
This is very strange.
No one is with.
Alright.
Let's see.
We can't do that.
Bam.
Not on television.
No
What is
one
it?
Another queen. Queen
The
is
queen. Drink it clean.
You know what? Look.
You gotta finish it.
I feel like we need to change a couple rules because they're all
Yeah,
just
this
drinking
is not
rules.
good.
Jump on
This is
this.
what kind of drinking game is this? There's an awful lot of drinking happening. It's like everywhere else is drinking.
A lot of drinking. I mean, I do love the smooth, refreshing taste of platinum golden ale.
This is rule of Satan. This is rule of Satan.
Alright, let's change, what's the Jack's rule?
Jack's is running
Run it
back.
back.
But that's not yet. That's not.
Let's do the previous
If a jack come up
Yeah.
right now,
Then we gotta drink again.
hardcore.
Oh shit.
Okay, so let's change kings. What's the kings one?
Kings are everybody drinks.
Okay,
Everybody drink.
so let's change kings to 1 minute of mouthwash.
1 minute of mouthwash.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know some of you
with the
motherfuckers ain't
beer?
brush your teeth.
I hope somebody pulls a
With
can
the
because
beer?
y'all.
No,
mouthwash is actually
mouthwash.
mouthwash. I'll go
Listerine,
grab some.
sir.
I'll go grab some.
okay.
1 minute. Hit it.
That's doable.
That's doable.
Yeah.
I feel like it's healthy. It's good for us, you know. And I know.
Zero alcohol.
I mean, statistically, one
You can
person
drink
in this
off
room
that,
has
right?
not brushed their teeth.
It's zero alcohol.
Back in the day, you could.
Yeah, back in the day you could. You could.
Statistically,
And smell minty fresh.
in this world, one person today has not brushed their teeth.
It ain't me.
Why?
I did it twice today.
Because
Thank me. Why? Where is this statistic from? I hope not from UK.
truth.co.
Listen, if you're
Probably
getting
from the year 1875 or some shit like that.
if you're getting your information from a website that has the name Truth in the URL, it's probably not. Truth that ain't truth. Truth dot org.
Truth.live.
Yeah, fuck out of here. FOH. Okay, let's go. Who's next?
Your turn.
Is it?
No, I think you just. Oh yeah, it is yours. That's yours.
I just drank it clean.
You're gonna pull 3. You're gonna pull 3.
6.
6 for chicks.
For chicks.
Oh.
They don't have any for guys here. That's funny.
Hey, what happened with dicks?
There's no.
Like if they have chicks, they better have dicks, man.
That's what I always say.
That's what he says.
Yeah, there's chicks.
You know what? Y'all could just tap into your divine feminine energy and drink with us in solidarity.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a little bit of feminine,
Right.
at least in them.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it needs to be embraced.
You have boobs, you have lots.
Me too. My nipples get hard and really good AC too.
So,
All right, it's your turn.
Me turn.
Yeah.
Don't break the hymen again.
Don't.
I feel like my hymen is regrowing.
Your hymen.
You're gonna make somebody a very lucky guy. 8 for your mate.
so that's
So you choose
choose somebody
somebody. You
to
choose
drink.
somebody
that's
to
next to
drink.
you. All right.
Well, just whoever you want. This is the easiest. Pick somebody to drink. Stanford, have a drink, please.
You.
Oh, Jesus.
I realize.
Oh
that.
no! I got a drink.
I can pick anyone.
All right, so
Can,
somebody tell me a story.
Is there perhaps a little bit of
What do you call that? What do you call that? Herbal essence?
herbal? I love herbal essence. I used to love the fucking commercials.
That's what we call them these days.
That was back in my college days. I used to be on campus with the
Fucking herbal
essence.
essence.
5 years
But how
for
we-
a possession of herbal
how
Oh
essence.
my god,
How
that
we-
shit does not hold up right now though.
No.
Like in the post Me Too era,
Yeah.
those commercials don't hold up.
I can't even remember a herbal essence commercial.
Or actually, it depends on who you ask.
You cut to one, cut to a herbal essence commercial.
Cut to herbal essence.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
What are you
The herbal essence commercials, like
Makes
it'd
me
be
sexual a
a
little bit.
chick in the shower,
Okay.
and she'd be like,
Yeah.
Having an orgasm?
yes,
Washing her hair?
washing her hair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can't really have an orgasm washing your own hair though. Not that I would fucking know, obviously, right? But I'm just saying, it's like getting tickled. Like you can't tickle yourself.
Yo. But I feel like those commercials today wouldn't hold up, right? Because like post Me Too era, like they were completely selling women as sexual objects.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
And and also like underlying like it's easy sexual objects.
It's ironic.
That I am gonna come just by like washing my hair. So
Shit.
anything that you guys
I wish it was that
did
easy.
to me.
There
Oh
was
my
never any guys in the
god.
commercial though.
Oh my god.
There was never any guys in the commercial.
Never.
That'd be weird.
Like the husband shows up like.
So if she can
Yeah.
come just by like
Throw it in
washing her
there.
hair.
She's throwing in there, girl.
It's not suds. All right, here we go. Moving on. Ace. Mask on faces. Aces. Mask on faces.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not.
It said mask on your face.
No, I'm not participating.
Mask
No,
on face.
it's-
Mask on face. It says mask on face.
Face.
Mask on face.
Tape it on the side like Nelly.
No. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Yeah.
sometimes when somebody comes in my face, I like to cover one eye, like close it. And it's a little bit dangerous. Like, ooh, is it gonna get the other eye?
You look like a pirate that just went to the hospital for getting in the
Yeah.
eye, you know. Right? The pre-eye patch pirate. All
The
right.
color coordination is just perfect. Like, this is a new look for 2020.
All right, Stanford, you
Beaten
turn.
wife.
Bam.
9. 9 is
Line.
pet a feline.
Yeah,
feline.
feline. I have a lot of
You got a lot of
feline.
cats.
Oh, this
I
is a
got-
pussy.
I got
This is a pussy.
I got
It's considered a pussy.
Okay.
Pet this.
That's yours.
Oh,
That's yours.
a much smaller
I have
cat.
one. Okay. Oh, let me get my girl.
Feline here. It's called heavy
I
petting.
pet my own cat.
Heavy petting.
Kitty cat, meow.
Okay.
I like this one a lot.
Meow, 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 meow. Look, while we're doing this and having great fun and all that shit, if you enjoy what you see, you could also like drop us a little, like couple little tips, little coins or whatever into PayPal. Check it out over there.
Hey, pal. Be a pal and pay.
Pay to be a pal.
Wow, this is
All right,
one.
whose
Yeah.
turn is it? Can we take these off yet?
Is it my turn?
Not until it's the next person's turn.
Is it my turn? Whose turn?
Who pulled the 9? I pulled the 9. It's your turn, Stanford. I think,
No,
right?
I pulled that 9.
Oh, sorry.
Is
Andrew.
this my turn?
Yeah.
Complete the circle.
10.
10 is compliment a friend.
I really appreciate that the last 4 times I've seen you, JK, you've had on different shirts, which says to me that you are A, washing your body, or B, washing your shirts. Either way, great progress.
Thank you. Those are not mutually exclusive. I do wash my body and wash my shirts.
Great progress.
Although I will say, when I go out, I have my going out shirts and I got my in the house shirts, and I might wear my going out shirts.
These are uncertain times.
He wears the same underwear.
These are uncertain times.
But I gotta rep the bands that I like, man. That's kind of my thing.
You have so many
Glassjaw, New York, man.
You have so many fucking shirts.
I got so many band shirts.
So many band shirts.
That's what I do, man.
Can we take these off yet?
Oh, the mask. You ever get to the mask?
Yeah.
Dude asked me to take my shirt off. I was like, man.
Yeah.
Let me get 2 more drinks and I think about it.
No, it's okay. Oh,
It's
sorry.
good.
Just lots of hair on your lashes.
Okay. Shall we? 2, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Aces, mask on faces.
Stop that shit.
No.
Look, it's the game. We got to look, man.
Who made this game?
Us. We did this thing.
Don't
Man, see yesterday.
You were here.
Shit. Things seem so
Motherfucker.
long away.
Alright.
I've realized during this quarantine isolation shit, time is a social construct.
It
Exactly.
is.
How many
What is
times in the last month have you genuinely asked someone because you wanted the information and did not know? What day is it? Like,
The fuck cares?
how many times have you said, what day
What
is
day
it?
is it?
Every fucking morning. And
I'm about to say, what day is it now?
No, I just care about the
It's
weekend.
Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's Saturday.
I made it a point
Well, I
to
know-
celebrate the weekend.
Well, I know it's Saturday because I gotta work. It's like
I know it's Saturday because we had to do this.
Yeah.
Cheers to
Primus,
Saturday.
shout out to Primus. Primus has a funny joke. He goes, it's a funny thing about weekends when you're unemployed. They don't mean quite so much, except you get to hang out with your working friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 is the first one on that shit.
Yeah.
This is the most unemployed motherfucker.
Yo.
Hey.
Self-employed for the win.
It's not an
Yeah.
adjective.
You free from work, freelancing.
It's an active
Self-employed
verb.
for the win.
I unemployed actively, okay?
When are you gonna lance? I know you're a freelancer. When the fuck you gonna lance? What is that? When is that gonna happen?
He was holding on to that joke.
Yeah.
He
I
thought
know,
about
I
that
just-
weeks ago.
I just can't
He
even
thought about
now.
that shit weeks ago. We want to use that one.
I just
We want to use
freestyled
that one.
When can I use that?
I know you're a freelance. When are you going to lance?
When exactly?
27.
All right. here we go.
2021, it looks like. Ain't
That's
nobody
a bad
lancing.
joke though, like that.
Ain't nobody lancing
I
this
almost broke the
year.
circle. Ooh, I almost broke the circle. 8s for your mates.
For your
Angie, drink.
Fuck you. Cheers.
Let's go. Fuck you. Cheers. It's a slogan.
Alright.
Wow, this has been fucking lovely.
What kind of
know,
vibe?
my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pick.
You just broke the circle. You just broke the circle.
No, I just went, so it's 2's turn.
Oh, I accidentally broke the circle.
That's a shot.
You gotta
Yeah.
You gotta finish that drink.
Penalized.
You gotta finish
don't,
that.
I mean,
Oh, Miss
don't
Lady
finish
still
it.
be
Don't
mixed.
finish
I'll
it.
finish that sip on.
Yeah, because like the difference between this shit and like Tiger or the shit you get at the like Circle K or whatever.
Now the sorry,
Whatever.
Sorry, glass jar.
That was more like WWF. Let me tell your brother when you step in the circle with me, the circle square.
femininity. The divine femininity.
Fucking Randy Savage with that shit.
Oh.
All right, 5. Sanitize.
Sanitize.
There you go.
Have you ever put
everybody
Oh,
get it.
sanitize?
hand
Everybody get it.
sanitizer on your balls?
Everybody get it.
Oh, nah, I knew
It's
about
very
that.
cold.
Oh,
It
you
is-
tried.
it is refreshing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
People are buying.
Why did you
try
try
that.
it?
Before a date, yeah. I think it would sting.
Was it an accident?
Definitely
Here's a better question. Why the fuck you asking me? It's like, no, we did it on purpose, Sam. We was like, hey, let's get you nice and clean. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me, man. He looked me dead in my eyes. He said, what's your accent? I don't know, sir. I do not know. That ladyboy joke was a joke. You know that, right? I prefer my chicks dickless.
Oh, flawless. I do smell flawless.
Like fresh rose petals. I cannot. No, there you go. It's your turn.
For your mate. Oh, 5, and then it's yours.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna take this one. 9.
9 is...
Pet a feline.
Again.
Well, it's all gonna be again. Shit.
She need love, yo.
Like,
I feel mad jealous right now. Like real legit.
I
Like
mean, you can always...
Alright,
No, I'm just
this
Okay,
is
sorry, hi mom.
this is for the people at home. This is a Joker. So that means what that
make up a rule. Make up a rule. Make up a rule.
If you wasn't smoking, what, make up a
Oh,
rule?
it's smoking. Smoking.
Joker smoker?
Is it considered?
There you go.
There
There you go.
Get some.
A little bit of that little asshole.
Wait,
next.
what's it?
Oh, you want to see
My
me?
turn.
Yes, please.
Here.
2 for
Two
everybody
for
drink.
drinks,
Two should just be 2 drinks. That's what it should be. Here, take this one.
Now, wait a minute. How do we... I know we're all mispronouncing your name. We're all mispronouncing your name forever and ever.
Huh.
So how do you say your name?
Two.
Like, for real?
My name is Tu, but Tu.
Two.
Yeah.
2.
Do?
But that,
Sa.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So when we
no
call you two, what are we really saying?
It's sock.
Dosa.
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
Tu.
Two.
Yeah, but the thing is that I get used to being called Tu.
I know, but like, what are we really saying when we say that?
When you say 2, is it a
Because it's
different
not
word?
the same as stew.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense in Vietnamese, so it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, so.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnamese is not a language you can just be like,
Yeah, just.
it doesn't have, like in English,
Like, do not even try.
yeah. In English, we use like the up and down,
Yeah.
like
We do it for
happy,
emphasis.
happy,
Yeah.
happy,
Right.
like I'm happy,
Yeah.
like all of those mean generally the same thing, but the tone like determines like
The
how
emotion.
much are you
Right,
happy,
right,
right?
yeah,
The
yeah.
emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in
like,
Vietnamese, when you say happy
it's so
and you
different.
say happy, it's completely
Different word.
different.
Like
fucking-
the
that's why-
word zua is 3 different kind of fruits.
Yeah.
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 I think the word nigga is Vietnamese because you be like nigga, nigga. Each one has a different meaning, distinguishable.
Angie has left the
Don't
building.
try this at home. Don't try this at home.
Nigga.
Try this at your own risk.
You get a pass, man. You get a pass. You get a pass. You get a nigga pass.
Everybody at home.
Stop. Look.
In the privacy of your own home.
I do not condone the use of the word in any sense at all. It offends me every time I hear it. I don't know why people use it. Jay has one joke that is efficiently placed.
Yeah.
And it works. And it works. But just generally, when you just drop the N-bomb in everyday conversation, why do people do that?
Nigga, please. So in China, there's a word that sounds like the N-word, and it means that.
Nigga.
Right? So,
Nigga.
hey.
You're not that kind of brown.
So if you hang out with Chinese people, you'd be like, I mean, as a black person, you'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about, man? You know, but they're just saying that. You know how much you use the word that? Man, shout out to Gia and his wife, Grace. Man, my friend Gia, he's Taiwanese. They used to speak Cantonese. Oh, they speak Mandarin. And I'd be hanging out with him and his wife. They'd be talking to each other in Chinese. Like, yeah, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It means that. Simply.
Yeah, like when you go to McDonald's in China, people just be nigger. Yeah.
Especially,
real hard about that. Let me actually not say. Let me say exactly what they're saying.
which actually means.
And I respect. You know what? Respect.
That means I'm that nigga.
Come on.
Oh,
Move on.
Nigga. That nigga.
Not
I
that.
don't like it.
All right, let's move on then. So, whose turn is this? My turn?
I gotta go shishi. It's
Is
my
it
turn.
yours?
It's my turn.
Okay.
And then you go shishi.
Yes. 5.
Sanitize. So you can do it after you go.
Yes.
Yeah. Saving for after she goes to sleep.
Well, I'm doing it now.
Yeah, y'all do it now.
Good.
So then it'd be like a sterile surface when I come back. Like a sterile room. That's not actually science, so.
Want to bust in a song?
Oh, I had a song. I had a song. I never got a chance to sing it.
Are you in the camera right now?
Barely. It goes, wake up, smoke this, drink that, eat that, pick that, smash that, go to sleep. Wake up, drink this, eat that, smoke that, sip that, smash that, go to sleep. Wake up, smoke this, drink that, sip that, smash that, go to sleep. Wake up, eat this, drink that, sip that, smoke that, go to sleep.
That sounds like the coronavirus menu. What to do.
I made it up years ago.
But now it's
It
like.
was so relevant.
It's like you would call that like booty calls. I'm sophisticated, so I call that emergency date.
That sounds like a Google Translate error.
Yeah, true.
But then okay. But then I learned that you should never go on an emergency date when you're high on mushroom though. Like I have such a
You know what? That's millennial wisdom right there.
Hey, never go on an emergency date when you're on mushrooms. I'll take sentences that have never been said in the English language for $500.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
Okay.
last year I think I was, like high on mushroom. For a while, I thought I was a reincarnation of Kurt Cobain from Nirvana.
Oof.
Yeah, but then suddenly my inner Asian child told me that it didn't add up because Kurt Cobain actually shot himself 4 years before, after I was born. Yeah, so I shot my inner Asian child in the face because how dare that bitch rule my mushroom tree? Can you believe that level of negativity that bitch have to bring to the party? Like, I don't like my inner Asian child. I love my inner black child though, but like, too bad he was shot by my inner police.
The police will do that.
That fucker is only supposed to, criticize strangers' grammar and spelling on Facebook, but somehow he got too ambitious. So,
American jokes for 1,000, Alex.
I've never been to America though, but thanks to the media, my
Don't do
joke
it.
is very relevant.
Don't do it.
But anyway, so I only have left with my inner white child, and I'm happy with that because I believe that my inner white child know how to party. So when I was called on an emergency date, I immediately jumped on the taxi and arrived at the date. But instead of the guy I was expecting to see, a lady opened the door for me. And I know what
What does she look
means.
like?
What does that mean?
That means this is gonna turn out to be very interesting.
Was this a Jolene who answered the door?
It's more like a Karen. Because
Bob haircut.
immediately she started asking me, what's your name? What are you doing here? And I know in this kind of situation you're supposed to lie, to get out of the situation, but then I know that one day I need some job to stream online.
Do it for the joke.
So
Do it for the joke.
I put myself to the test.
This fucking Little House on the Prairie.
Some deliverance shit happening over here.
And instead of saying
Americana.
Instead of saying,
I feel like I'm just chucking some corn right now.
So instead of saying I'm here to pick up the laundry, she got mad and then she was like, I don't think you have any business doing here. And I was just like, yo man, I'm too high from the mushroom. I need to sit down a little bit.
Valid.
Valid, but the goal is still to, have material for comedy. So I keep myself super sharp. So I went in and they started arguing back and forth. She was just screaming at his face like, hey, We have been sleeping together for years. I cannot believe you're doing this to me. We are best friends. And I was like, best friends sounds more like people with boundary issues
Yeah.
to me, but it's fine, it's fine. Whatever you want to identify with, I entertain that.
I identify as a friend.
I'm liberal, I'm very liberal. But anyway, so at one point she started throwing shit at him, and I regretted, even now I regret I didn't throw myself in front of him to dodge on that shit flying at him, because you know, one of the thing is a very expensive pair of Ray-Ban. It's like $300. Like,
your coin, sis.
if I got that,
Right.
I paid my rent and like shit.
Get your coin, sis.
And then the dude was being a dude, so at one point he was like, why don't we try for a threesome? And this is when the awkwardness set in, and you know, I would have to say no to that, not because I should, but it's because I feel like our group dynamic is not so much of three sexy people getting together. They are this gorgeous Caucasian couple, so I feel like our group dynamic is more like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and one of their adopted children.
Stop it. Cut it out.
It's
Cut it out.
just
Cut it out. Cut it out. No. Stop it.
So I said no.
Stop it.
That's why I said no.
Stop
right?
it.
Say that to him. Say
Fuck
that
those
to him.
children.
Yikes.